Work forces are the same.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another cast from Stitch StarCraft. Today I am going to be casting a game from MLG Dallas 201, yes. And this recently actually happened and it's actually still going on. And today I'm going to be casting Liquid TLO vs EG's InControl. And most of you should know both of these players if you're especially from the NA server. InControl, probably one of the most famous NA server Protosses around, in the same clan with Idra, and Liquid TLO, the one and only king of creative plays from Terran. Recently did make a switch, actually not recently, a bit earlier he did make a switch to Zerg, but decided to go back to Terran because we all love watching TLO in Terran, and TLO's Terran is the awesomest Terran alive because he basically just does the coolest plays ever. And so I won't take that much time introducing these players because most of you should know it. It is going to be a TvP on Metalopolis, and EGiNcontroL setting his first probe in. Going to be scouting Liquid TLO's base, and Liquid TLO saying, yay! I'm not sure why, but we all know that Liquid TLO always has a very good mood when he's playing StarCraft. Such a well-mannered guy. And so it looks like there was a pause in the game, but here is the unpause, and Liquid TLO did offer to unpause it. So he is such a mannered guy in this game. Contrary to all the BM that you see from other players, he is so well-mannered. And so here TLO is going to be scouting InControl's base, sees all the timing. Ooh, production tab now. And sees the gas, so he knows that InControl isn't going for anything cheesy just yet. As TLO does get his own gas, going to be putting his guys on gas. This might be a hint for a tech up, or he might just go for a 2-racks expand, who knows. A probe coming back in for InControl. Going to be scouting around, seeing not much, just a very regular build. Both players are chasing each other's scouters right now. And InControl probably going to be putting down that cybernetics core right now, and there it is, a cybernetics core. TLO doing some very regular build. Notice that he's not walling up. This means that he is either pretty confident with that one marine, or he's just going to have enough defense, like maybe a 2-racks expand where all you need is basically one bunker. And we'll just see what TLO goes for. This is probably going to be a factory, I believe. And here we do have it, a factory over here for TLO. And you know what would be interesting for TLO this game would be a Thor Rush. I mean, TLO is so known for his cheese. Whether you call it cheese or the most creative openers in a game, he is famous for it. And I just want to see that. But I doubt we're going to see that because we're not seeing a second gas over here. And that's interesting because he does have a factory, but he's not getting a second gas. This means he's probably not going to go for a very high-tech game. But I really want to know what he's going to be going for, as we do have a Stalker Chrono boosted out for InControl right now, a robotics facility, so we do have a 1-gate 1 robo. And I would like to see an expansion because this is really usually used for a fast expansion, a very safe one. And look at this, we do have a starport for TLO. I really want to know what he's up to. He's still not getting his second gas. This is very interesting, grabbing a starport and a factory such early game, but not getting a second gas. That is just, he is just, I have no idea what he's doing sometimes, but he always makes things work. Hopefully this time it does work for him. Look at this, he's splitting his marines up, making a good concave over here, spending a lot of time, making them look neat. Look how pretty they are lined up like this. And so right now, we do have the Hellion out. I want to know what this Hellion can do, because this Hellion's not going to be effective against Immortals or Stalkers, and it's going to be pretty much useless. But we do have a medevac coming on the way, so we're probably going to see a Hellion drop, and I'm guessing that the Hellions would be dropping into the main as the Marines push up the ramp, and hopefully that works. As you can see, we do have 2 Hellions and 6 Marines moving out, and it looks like one Stalker is going to try to grab the Zelnaga tower, but oh, the Hellions come blocking it from running away. The Stalker only taking out 1 Marine, and now it looks like InControl is going to lose a Stalker, which is pretty worth it for Liquid TLO right now. And does that Stalker see the medevac? I don't think so. We do have a Sentry out and 1 Immortal almost halfway done. We do have 2 Sentries and 1 Stalker. It looks like wow, I love this elevator push with Marines and Hellions. I want to see how this goes. Right now, TLO did take out one pylon, going to be supply blocking InControl. Absolutely amazing. Might be even taking out the second pylon. This is going to be very vital if he does take out the second pylon. Look at those Hellions do so much damage to the sentries. Immortal over here going to get supply blocked by Liquid TLO. The Immortal going to do a lot of damage right now. Does take out all the Marines, but these probes are left unguarded. One more money shot does snipe out a lot of probes over there. And he just needs to pick up that, oh, beautiful play, picking up the Hellion, but does lose the medevac and the Hellion. I'm not sure if that was worth it. He should have just ran with his dear life with the medevac. But right now, looking back at TLO's base, we do have the command center coming up. It's halfway done. We got 2 more barracks on the way. So I like what TLO's doing. He's making a very short harass, transitioning into a 3 racks. And, oh, Hellions are dropped in the main again. One more shot does kill 2 probes and will be the end of one Hellion, as the other Hellion, I'm not sure how it even got there. He just got there somehow. Probably was hiding. And it looks like, wow, this Hellion might be even escaping right now. Oh, this Hellion barely squeezes through. Very good play over there by TLO. And if we look back at the lost workers count, TLO just killed 17 workers. That's a huge hit to the Protoss economy right now, because it's not like InControl has a lot of units. So that's very, very important. We do have an observer over here. Hopefully TLO will see this observer and try to snipe it out before it gets too much scout done. We do have the tech lab over here on the starport. This is probably going to pump out a Raven, most likely. Yes, we do have the Raven coming out, and InControl probably expects this, but he does see the expansion. He knows he's really behind right now because he's lost so many probes. If we look back at the Harvester's count, he is behind by 16 units. And whoa, Warp Prism over here, dropping Immortal Stalkers and Sentries. I am not sure. Wow, picking up a lot of units, probably going to even warp in some units right now. Stim is barely done. And we don't have any Marauders on the field. We only have 2 bunkers full of Marines. That's going to do nothing, as TLO is going to have to face this army right inside his main. Going to force all these SCVs to try to grab the surround. But, oh, units are being warping in. Very, very good play by InControl. But, oh my god, TLO has the surround. And this is really bad for InControl. His units will start melting. There are so many Marines right now. So much DPS. They can snipe out this army in no time. And it looks like they do. And wow, very, very good play by TLO. Even though he lost a few SCVs, he still did pretty well over there. If we look back at the SCVs count, and whoa, InControl killing 25 SCVs over there. So definitely, in some sort of way, is worth it, but in another sense isn't, because he did lose a lot of army. And I think he also lost his observer, I'm not sure. Yes, he did lose his observer. And that's going to be bad news, because it looks like TL does have his Banshees coming out. And that's going to be pretty important right now. It's going to be a vital thing to have those Banshees, because it doesn't look like InControl is going to get an observer anytime soon. Hellion over here going to try to deny that Nexus. Very good play, even taking off 1 probe. Awesome play over there. I love what TLO is doing. He is completely controlling this game. And notice how he hasn't flown his orbital command right into his natural. This play by a Terran is very, very smart, especially when you just got harassed. You can pump twice the SCVs into one base, and that's really the safest thing to do, because if you expand over here, there's a huge chance that you're going to get attacked, and it's even better to just drone up here and then send some SCVs when you have the force necessary to defend. And right now, wow, InControl really somehow is not getting a lot of army. He is so behind. Just grabbing the expansion right now. Stim has finished for TLO, Combat Shield just starting. Looks like we're going to be seeing the good old Banshee Raven Marine push. And I like what TLO is doing. He's not sticking to something standard, because most players, after a very strong cheese like that, they would want to stick to something standard, like Marine, Marauder, Viking. Very usual play. But TLO is definitely a mastermind. I mean, he is going Marine, Raven, and Banshees. I don't think InControl expects this at all, because, I mean, look at this. He's pumping so many Stalkers, and these Stalkers will be useless when 1 point defense drone is there. And plus the Stim and all these Marines, he is going to do so much damage. I'm meaning by TLO. And right now, he does have his expansion. He's going to aim for a push right now. And I just don't see how InControl can come back to this. He's only got one Zealot. The only thing that won't be blocked by the point defense drone will be the Zealot. And that is very, very important. Look at this. We do have Hellions. And this is going to completely wipe out Zealots. That's exactly what you want to do. He's got the perfect composition against what InControl has. He has no Immortals, just starting on the Robo Bay. Where is that Robo Bay? He's just starting on the Robo Bay over here. Trying to pump a Colossi, but I honestly think it's way too late. There's no way a Colossi would work. Looks like TLO going to take out the Mensk statue. That is one sad statue. It did nothing to him. And oh, InControl going to be caught a bit off guard seeing that army right there. Had a small peek at TLO's army, and look at this. He is hurrying and trying to grab some stalkers. As Hellions coming in. Does kill 2 probes. And here comes the whole army. Wow, some very good force fields, but I just don't think this will stop anything as the point defense drone is down. And wow, just look at that. Blocking all of those stalker shots, and that's GG for InControl. And very good play by TLO. I can't believe that Marines and Hellions can do that well against a Protoss. And I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys like this cast, and if you like it, please subscribe and support me, and I'll see you guys next time.